In the annals of history, World War I is often viewed through the lens of harrowing battles and political machinations. However, beneath the tumultuous surface of warfare, there existed another revolution: the emergence of women into new and pivotal roles that changed societal norms forever. As the inklings of war rippled across Europe in 1914, women were principally perceived within the confines of domesticity. Society largely relegated them to the roles of homemakers and caregivers, with their opportunities for employment often limited to positions deemed appropriate by patriarchal standards. Yet, as men were called away from their traditional roles to serve on the front lines, the societal fabric underwent a profound transformation. The declaration of war catalyzed an urgent demand for labor to support the war effort, precipitating a significant and irreversible shift in women's societal roles. From the factory floors to the fields of agriculture, women stepped into positions that had previously been solely the domain of men. In munitions factories, they donned uniforms and took on the hazardous task of handling explosives, a role that not only demanded precision, but also fortitude amidst perilous conditions. These munitionettes, as they were called in Britain, played an indispensable role in sustaining the war machinery, despite the inherent risks which included exposure to toxic chemicals and the constant threat of explosions. Simultaneously, the fields of healthcare witnessed a significant influx of women as nurses, caregivers, and even surgeons. The harrowing conditions of war, where medical facilities were often makeshift and resources scarce, required them to exhibit unprecedented resilience and adaptability. Notably, renowned organizations such as the Voluntary Aid Detachments and the American Red Cross saw an influx of women who bravely ventured to the front lines, offering solace and care to the wounded soldiers. Their contributions not only alleviated immediate sufferings, but also laid the groundwork for future advances in the nursing profession. Beyond industry and healthcare, women also engaged in unprecedented roles in agriculture. Particularly in Britain, the Women's Land Army was formed to address the peninsula's food production needs. These land girls, as they were fondly termed, rolled up their sleeves to cultivate the land, ensuring that the home front remained sustained in an era where blockade-induced scarcity loomed. Their work was grueling and often undervalued, yet it was crucial in supporting both the civilian and military populations. The war also marked a watershed moment in the political awakening of women. With their indispensable contributions, the long-standing campaigns for women's suffrage gained new momentum. The war exposed the fallacies of gender-based restrictions on political rights, as women demonstrated their capability in roles once thought unattainable. Such exposure gradually eroded the societal barriers to women's enfranchisement, with many nations beginning the path toward granting voting rights in the subsequent years. On the home front, women played a vital role in maintaining familial and community cohesion. With their loved ones away at war, they were thrust into positions of breadwinners and decision-makers, growing more adept at navigating the socio-economic challenges that arose. This empowerment, albeit born out of necessity, reshaped familial structures and perceptions, sowing seeds for future social reforms. As the guns fell silent in 1918 and Europe grappled with the aftermath of devastation, the contributions of women during World War I stood as a testament to their resilience and unassuming strength. The war had inadvertently opened up avenues for women's greater participation in economic, social, and political life, paving the way for the broader movements that would follow in the 20th century. It was a collective awakening of sorts that extended beyond the immediate impacts, fostering a legacy of independence and capacity that would resonate through generations. In reflecting upon this transformative era, it is essential to recognize that the strides made by women during World War I were not merely footnotes in the pages of history, but were rather instrumental in shaping the modern world. Their sacrifices and determination broke the shackles of antiquated norms, clearing the path for future advancements in gender equality. For their brave contributions, often undertaken in silence, with dignity that eschewed the need for laurels, we owe a profound debt of gratitude. Thank you for joining us on this exploration into the past. To continue on this journey of discovery, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.